If you're anything like me, you love four things. You love nature, you love animals, you love plants, and finally, you love to build things. But unfortunately, you may not have the time, money, or resources to experience these four things. Fortunately for you, my friend, I've got your back because I love those things quite strongly. So let's get back to building our mini Kalahari desert. Happy May, everybody. Boy, do we have an awesome video prepared for you guys. Don't get out of my swamp. Before we get into the flora and fauna side of things, we need to check our environmental variables from May. In the South African Kalahari Desert, May is the month for autumn, which, as it turns out, is the month before the start of the dry season. And as you can see below, we have our variables for temperature and precipitation for the month of May. We're going to go from 1.29 inches of rain to 0.74 inches of rain. So let's plug that in down here. Plug and chug math. Get a value of 37.18 cubic inches, which in turn gives us a total precipitation for the month of May of 0.61 liters. This will serve as the month of May's precipitation. And here's our amount of sunlight for the month of May, our relative humidity for the month of May, our sunrise range and median sunrise time for the month of May. Now that we've got those Kalahari Desert May climate variables out of the way, allow me to provide you with a day 12 update. Let's start off with our jade plant, Ursula. And I'm going to show you what this little spood did to Ursula. Such violation. Ursula has been webbed on. And yes, tarantula webbing is different from true spider webbing. They don't really have patterned ornamental webbing, but the functionality is similar in that it helps assist in hunting and provides a nice home for the spood. By the way, let's go ahead and name this golden blue leg baboon. I'm going to name this tarantula Dr. Plants in honor of the YouTuber who inspired this type of content.
Please like this video so the Tarantula Gram's parents will be proud of it.
Yes, my friends, Dr. Plant's starting to feel right at home. But isn't this cool, you guys? Dr. Plant's made all of this amazing webbing and these tunnels. Like, the structure is just impressive. Now that we've talked a little bit about the tarantula's webbing, let's get into the new flora of this vivarium. What we have here is a succulent known as the flapjack. Scientific name Kalanchoe luciae. And it's also called the paddle plant and the desert cabbage. The base of this plant can get up to 18 inches long, with about 4 to 6 inch leaves, and the overall plant can get about 2.5 feet tall. Yeah, you guys, succulents in this family are toxic, and these happen to be the most dangerous in the Kalanchoe line. AKA, let's not eat these bad boys. And this awesome South African plant has this waxy stuff called farina on its leaves. Maybe it's, is it called farina? I don't know. This waxy farina stuff apparently protects succulent leaves from drying out. Moreover, this IHOP-related succulent flowers from autumn to spring and is common in South Africa's grasslands, usually hidden between rocky surfaces. When this thing does bloom, you guys, it blooms the color yellow. Needs a minimum of 6 hours of sunlight a day. Propagate relatively quickly if the leaves are cut. Finally, this bad boy prefers the drier areas of the southern and western regions of the Kalahari Desert in South Africa. Thus, we shall name this plant Flapjack Favio. Next up, we have the Crassula ovata Gollum. This amazing little plant friend we have here is also called Shrek Ears and Ogre Ears. She's a low-water evergreen succulent that's a genetic variation of the jade Crassula ovata, which is in the back left corner. Unbelievably, this thing can grow up to 2 feet, man. Of course, she is native to South Africa, so she will fit in perfectly here in this vivarium. But yeah, check out these elongated tube-like leaves that are just extremely bright green. Yeah, guys, this plant is so awesome. I mean, the leaves have this very unique spoon-shaped tip, as you can see here. And interestingly enough, the Shrek Ears succulent produces pink flowers. And of course, this is during its bloom season. And apparently this really unique succulent propagates relatively easily from stem cuttings and any kind of dropped leaves. And lastly, of course, just like other succulents, she needs soil that will drain well. This Kalahari Desert Bioactive Vivarium is starting to look real fresh. I decided to take out the chalk sticks in favor of the ogre ears. I just kind of thought they were cooler. My friends, we placed Shrek Ears over in the left corner, and we've got the flapjacker in the middle. Added some rocks as well, and a little oasis for our tarantula. Jade plant seems to be doing well. Of course, our string of bananas, our elephant tree are also having a good time in this vivarium. But yes, my friends, this amazing bioactive vivarium that's trying to emulate the southern Kalahari desert is coming along beautifully. In no time at all, we'll be having some additional fauna. Spoiler alert! But again, thank you guys so much for watching these videos. They've been really fun to make. Also, thank you so much for all the feedback in the comments. If you guys have any ideas for any kind of plants or animals that you think would be cool to add to this vivarium, just tell me down below. But again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.